Imagine a text so forbidden, so dangerous to the official narrative, that it remained hidden for nearly 2,000 years. A manuscript that, if taken seriously, could change everything we know about Jesus and about Judas Iscariot. Today, we dive into the Gospel of Judas, the book that transforms history's greatest traitor into a hero and keeper of cosmic secrets. If you enjoy uncovering secrets, forbidden theories, and hidden texts, subscribe now and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. What you're about to hear today, you'll never hear in church sermons. The Gospel of Judas remained buried in obscurity for centuries. Silenced, discredited, labeled heretical, it only resurfaced in the late 20th century when fragments of the Codex Chacos were discovered in Egypt. Originally written in Greek but preserved in Coptic, this text directly challenges the backbone of the official Christian narrative. In 2006, National Geographic translated and published the manuscript, revealing a story that shook scholars and religious leaders alike. Judas was not the villain we were taught about. In the Christian imagination, Judas is the apostle who betrayed Jesus for 30 silver coins. But in the Gospel of Judas, the story is entirely different. Judas was the closest and most enlightened disciple, and his handing over of Jesus to the Romans was not driven by greed, but by obedience to a request from Jesus himself. Thus, the crucifixion ceases to be an accident of history or the result of human sin, becoming instead part of a conscious divine plan necessary to free Jesus' spirit from its physical prison. From traitor to accomplice, from villain to hero. In the text, Jesus entrusts Judas with secrets he shared with no other disciple. Among them, the existence of higher planes of reality beyond the physical world. The revelation that the God of the Old Testament was a demiurge, an imperfect architect aided by archons to imprison humanity in matter. And the role of Jesus as an interdimensional emissary, coming from a higher realm to free the divine spark within human beings. One of the most provocative images in the Gospel is of Jesus, laughing as he watches his disciples perform prayers and rituals. To this Jesus, such acts were nothing more than expressions of human ignorance, trapped in the illusions of the material world and deceived by lesser divinities. Modern researchers and linguistic analysis software have discovered that the Gospel of Judas was not written for a simple linear reading. It was made to be decoded. Findings include 1. Cyclical patterns of names and entities. Names of archons and celestial beings repeat at precise intervals, possibly marking shifts between realms or key parts of the text. Some cycles follow sacred numbers like 3, 7, and 12. 2. The third firmament and the throne of shadows. References to dimensional planes from Gnostic cosmology. The third firmament is an intermediate level between the physical world and the pleroma. The throne of shadows is the final obstacle before spiritual liberation. 3. Sacred geometry and ancient astrology. Patterns like the Vesica Piscis and the flower of life embedded in the descriptions. Possible alignments with cosmic dates and cycles. 4. Layers of reading and initiation. From a simple account of Judas to a coded manual for spiritual advancement. 5. Spiritual technology. Textual structure functioning as a trigger for altered states of consciousness during meditative reading. We're not just talking about a story, but a spiritual map, a code for liberation. The Gospel of Judas undermines pillars of the ecclesiastical structure. It dismisses the church as a necessary mediator for salvation. It defines salvation as an individual process. It minimizes the role of rituals and dogmas. A Christianity without temples, without saints, without penances, only with knowledge, awareness, and spiritual freedom. This text fits within the discoveries of the Nag Hammadi Library, revealing an early Christianity far more diverse than the one that reached us. Hidden messages, selective revelations, reserved only for those ready to hear them. If this narrative is true, the implications are profound. Jesus was not the victim of human sin. Judas was his most loyal ally. And Jesus' mission was far greater than saving through faith. It was about freeing humanity from a cosmic prison. The Gospel of Judas is more than an ancient text. It's a crack in the wall of history. Perhaps its greatest threat is not changing our faith, but revealing that knowledge, not obedience, has always been the greatest act of spiritual rebellion. If you've made it this far, you're already part of the few who dare to question official narratives. So subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video so more people can learn the forbidden story of Judas. And remember, truth may be where we least expect it.